Hello my treasures, it's time to take flight with pure Menagerie Paladin. The idea behind the deck is to swarm the board with a bunch of powerful, really cheap minions that we're going to buff up through things like Alliance Bannerman and Prismatic Jewel Kit, while also providing ways to refill our hand through the Purator, or even give us very late game threats through things like Bronze Explorer, which can randomly generate us a bunch of really powerful legendaries. And I figured with the balancing changes, what better time to try this deck out now that some of the worst matchups have been nerfed a bit. For the Mulligan guide, you are going to be looking for any early game minions so you can place them down on curve. If you have Prismatic Jewel Kit in your opening hand, cards like Righteous Protector and Sanguine Soldier are way better to keep in your opening hand, especially if you have a bunch of other minions in that hand. And finally, Golden Wing is good to keep in your opening hand if you have some type of other mech in that hand. This deck is extremely flexible with how you can actually mulligan for, and most of the cards within the deck are really good to keep. Now with that all being said, let's look at some game. Alright, time for a game against Death Knight. We're going to keep everything here. We have a perfect curve here too. Now if we can only top deck something to actually buff up the sea floor savior. Countess does not do what we need it to do. But we can put down the 1/1. They'll probably be able to kill it in 2 turns, but better than just letting them hit our face, right? Oh, foul eggs. So something's foul here. Let's just go face. Face is the place. A ghoul charge. That wastes their second turn. Start catching some moonlight. Next turn. That actually is a card that I almost considered cutting out. Ended up keeping it because I did like the idea of being able to have some type of late game plan in an aggro deck. I know that's not always the best solution, but at least in this case it felt really nice. Because you can also use that card as a aggro tool. Good old Construct Core. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea, but it is what it is. Okay. So they're going to kill our minion. They have a 3/3 and a 4/4. We can put down the Sea Savior to draw into the sunken version of this. Oh, the Purator is so funny though, and it's a really good top deck for next turn. Let's just kill that and go face, and I get summon in our ad. Why not, right? Cool t-shirt. Okay, so this is going to be probably Frost. You know. Okay, let's prepare ourselves to Purate our way to drawing 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5's pretty good. That's a little bit annoying. Well, I mean, at least it isn't a minion that we buffed up a bunch, but we did buff it up a little bit, so it would have been nice to be able to hit for 6 damage to their face, but sometimes you just can't. Still doesn't technically tell me if it's Frost, Holy, or Blood, but I know a lot of people are running Frost, at least at time of recording this video. Let's put down the Golden Wing. And then get rid of the 2/4 attack minions, get rid of the 1 attack minion, and might as well put up a Divine Shield and Taunt, because why not? Oh, that confirms it. It's pure Frost, and of course they're going to mainly hit our face, because whenever you're facing against pure Frost, it seems to always go too well for them and never well for me. Okay, let's heal up a little bit. Time Warden is pretty nice. Pretty decent at least. Now, do DKs have a lot of ways to clear out our board if they're pure Frost? And I think that answer is no. I mean, they could randomly generate it, but I'm not going to play around that. That's... What do you think I am, right? What are the chances of them randomly generating something that could actually deal with this board? Oh, well, that's not a random generation, but that does freeze out our board and give them a nerf 5/5. We have a few options for next turn. Okay, there's Skeletal Sidekick. Of course, that's going to be able to get rid of our second Light Ray. Mons of the Ghoul. Kazakazan. Don't mind if I do. Might as well put this down. Just put it down. Hopefully they don't have a second Frostworm's Fury, because that is not what I would want to see. At least that means they don't have it. Still going to be able to clear out most of our board, which sucks a little bit, but could be a lot worse. They could have froze out our board and then we just couldn't do anything with... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, That could be really, really bad. I mean, that's technically bad, but it could be a lot worse. Oh! So they don't have any frost spells in their hand at all at this point. Well, I mean, at least we keep 2 minions, right? Let's put down the Countess. Let's count our cards. Oh, first of all. Hey, Fleet Runner. It's been a while. Not really. What are the chances 2 games in a row to randomly generate the same legendary across standard? Actually, I guess wild would be even harder to do that, but still kind of ridiculous there. Okay, so they'll draw an additional card off of that. Now, do I want to go face? Because face is the place most of the time, especially when playing this deck. We have 10 damage on board. Also depends if they kill our minion or not. Oh, no? They don't have enough damage to do that. Oh, no, they do. They do. Okay. That's still not a trade that you would really like to make there. Okay. That one's funny. Anything cool here? Fire Eye, also funny. Just a big body to put down. Order in the court. That doesn't do what we really needed to do. That is actually a lot better than what we just randomly generated. We're going to get gold with this game, it looks like. Kill the 1 minion, put down the 8/8 because the 3/3 isn't really that tiresome or bothersome. There's the Nerubian Visor to go along with their eggs. I'm going to be boiling some eggs tonight, it looks like. They really be searching for something that they could easily use here. Sadly, I think we just win. We're going to rock our way to victory if they don't kill our minion. And it doesn't look like they'll be able to. And there we go. Okay, time for a game against Mage. Let's see what type of Mage deck they have in store for us. I really want to get back to some of the more wacky combos that you can actually pull off, at least in Standard. There is a... Oh, we're going to Mulligan everything here besides the Bronze Explorer away. I'm assuming it isn't going to be an aggro or a minion-based deck for Mage. Could always be wrong. I really want to do something with Cold Storage and pAWEpQUA. I know Mark Z, I think is his name, did something for that in Wild, but I really want to try to do something with those 2 cards in Standard. I don't know how consistent you're going to be able to loop those, just because of the fact that there is no mana cheat really in Shaman in Standard Hearthstone, at least that aren't neutral cards. I guess Farsight, but we'll see. I think I'm going to try Kazakhstan Death Knight one more time. I'm going to get that deck to work. One of these days, I'm going to get it to work. Oh, okay. So that instantly tells me it's big spell Mage. Our hand actually isn't looking that bad. Countess is not really a card that I really want to see right now, but still not that bad in the long run. We could have also used Time Warden here to set up some plays, but they don't have Wildfire yet, or at all, so we should still be good. And we don't have any mechs for that Golden Wing, which is a little bit annoying, especially because they have a dumb watch post that we're going to have to deal with. Hey, there's the Purator. I think he's actually getting a mech tag in this new patch. I can't remember. I think there were rumors about Blizzard doing that, just to make it a little bit more consistent with the original Curator. Okay, we need to get rid of that watch post as quickly as humanly possible, because I am tired of gaining... Oh, well, let's grab the Kazakhstan. Speaking of the Kazakhstan Death Knight deck from earlier, I will get that deck working. I don't know what it will take, but... I will. Maybe it'll have to be a Rainbow Death Knight deck. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we have to do to make it work. Okay, they're going to coin something out. Oh, just their hero power to pop the Divine Shield. That I don't mind too much, because we do get a coin if they do attack, and definitely do get it there. And we get to heal. And they're probably going to go Fate. Oh, they didn't actually attack. Okay. Okay, let's coin. Let's buff this up. Now, we could go face. That probably would have been the better... Kazakhstan number 2 is funny, but I think Daring Drake is probably the better solution there. Let's just kill that, because I'm tired of getting 1 more mana on every single card that we draw. And it does allow us to use Curator or Purator next turn. I wonder... I get it, why they went with Purator, because they're trying to make a pun on the Purge? Purge? Yeah. Or Peer, I guess, also would be the other pun. Alrighty, let's put this down, pop that, use the Daring Drake, kill that minion, and kill that minion. And then we can just pass it back after we hero power. I do like our hand though a lot. Purator might be a card that we might worry a little bit about, but I don't know how common Purator is anymore in a lot of decks. I guess Mutanus would be the other card we might have to worry about in Mage. I don't know if Big Spell Mage is still running the card. I know at one point they were. There's the Pelican Diver. Purify our way to victory? I don't know actually where I was going with that. There's the 2 light rays. Then let's just go face. And put this down for why not? Oh, Alliance Bannerman. Don't mind if I do. Gotta love having an entire handful of really good minions to buff up, as we're gonna wing our way to victory with some of these golden wings. They're really searching for some cards. I like the idea of Big Spell Mage, but I'm honestly kind of sick of it. The deck's basically been the same deck for I don't know how many sets. It's got to maybe 1 or 2 new cards per new set, just to make it a little bit more consistent with running only 4 spells, which is normally the type of mage deck I love to play. The problem is, it's been the same deck for a year and a half, and seeing the same deck, no matter what class it is, for a year and a half and nothing else for that class, makes it a little bit tiresome. And we can start healing with the Knights of the Dead that are no longer that dead, I guess. Urn of the Archmage, please don't be that strong. I'm begging you, don't be that strong. Yes, go for out of all the cards. I wonder if there's anyone's ever had a game where they got 20 wildfires in a row. I would just rage quit if I was the opponent if I saw that. Okay, let's unlock our treasure hull. I completely forgot they had 2 secrets, so we kind of lucked out there. Let's go Pure Cold, Scales, why not, and draw some cards. The Gnomish Knife might have been really good to get 2 just because we could have buffed it up, or buffed up anything and easily protected it. Ray Sage Parrot, annoying card to deal with. Can you believe they buffed it at one point? Because it was a little bit too weak. Okay, Tear Reality. Let's hope they don't tear us a new one because of that card. Base damage, okay. Well, probably going to explode our minions and all of their minions. At least we get to keep the Divine Shield. Oh, no, we don't. Okay, so can we get anything cool as a top? Flame Cannon. Just what they needed to randomly generate, right? You know, that was something that I meant to get some really good replays on, and then I always just I forgot. Golden our way to victory here, of course. Let's kill that there. Let's just clear out everything. Pay a little bit of the brass tax, get a counter spell, and now they have no secrets, so we're in a better position. I think Countess next turn might be what I want to do. We do have 10 mana. It would refill our hand, though it also depends on what we top deck. Ray Sage Parrot once again. Hold of Cone. Flame Strike. Okay. Why not? Oh, are you going to backfire even more? Please? Come on. No, they're not. Okay.
No waves can sink this ship.
Deepwater Evoker. I actually leveled my Evoker on WoW. I actually enjoyed that class a lot more than I originally expected it. I would. Let's test out for some secrets here and heal up a little bit. Okay, so what secrets could it be? It could be the one that we attack their face and then it summons a copy. Or it could be Oasis Ally. One of the two, I think, at this point. And both of those could be really, really bad. Oh, Theatar. Okay, the Countess is probably going to go bye-bye. I really wanted to use her as a win condition for this game. I guess we got a little bit too greedy with her. Oh, perfect. Give us another minion generating card, I guess. All right, how do we want to do this? And of course they have one of their own. That 7/7 isn't going to do anything this turn. Wants to give us a cool top deck. At 25, oh, pure cool. Not really a cool top deck this turn at least. Chips away at their HP. And they can't keep us frozen every turn because they gave us the one thing that would allow them to. Let's show them the might of the Army of the Dead. Or the Menagerie of Paladin. This is a deck I almost considered 40 cards. Just so you could run even more cards for Purator. Oh, well, there goes all of our minions. Alright, we're at 11 HP. Come on, something cool. Top deck. We know it can't be counterspell. Oh, okay. Draw some cards. Come on. Yeah, I guess. Of course it's Oasis ally. It's fine. We have a bunch of snakes to get rid of everything. Then we can hero power. Why not? Okay, they're at 17. We're technically at 15, but next turn we can be at 20. 20's not bad. We're running out of resources, which is kind of bad. But if we can get anything to stick on the board for a few turns, we're in a way better position. I don't know what cards they have left, per se. What? Blade Master does something technically speaking. But, Book of the Dead, okay. I'm assuming they're not going to counter a minion. Countering the next spell is, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then we're just going to heal up a little bit more. Okay. So, if we survive, or any of our minions survive, we should be in a really good position. I guess it shouldn't be any minions. We need like 2 to survive. As long as they don't have a taunt. But I don't think they have any AoE left. Maybe a Reckless Apprentice. That doesn't clear out the board state. Oh, they're searching for something. I don't know if they're going to get it though. Oh, I guess not. Okay, time for a game against Warrior. Let's see what they actually have in store for us. Ooh, this opening hand doesn't look the worst. But we're probably going to want to get rid of the Goldwing just because we don't have a mech in our hand. Of course, we're going to get Time Warden. And Seal of Blood is a card that I almost considered cutting out of the deck, but ended up keeping it as an additional way to generate more Divine Shields for Prismatic Jewel Kit and buffing up our minions. So oh shit, it's actually Questline. Okay, been a while since I've seen Questline Warrior. I mean, we can really just hero power here. We could use Flight of the Bronze to randomly generate a dragon, but I think just hero powering is probably better. Tuskar Traveler. That's not going to really do much, I don't think, in this case, but you can put it down. Why not, right? How do you want to do? Let's do Alliance Bannerman. Oh, Seal of Blood might be the better way. Just gets rid of the minion so they don't overwhelm us really quickly, and pops a Divine Shield, even though we don't have the Prismatic Jewel Kit. Okay, Obsidian Smith. I really do need to get back to trying to make all the quest lines work again. Maybe Paladin's questline will be the next one I look at. We'll see. I wonder if there's enough one-cost cards to try to make a pure questline Paladin deck work. Let's use Alliance Bannerman. Oh ho ho! Purator is just what we needed to see. Not really, but it's a pretty nice card for turn 5. I think he'll draw us 5 cards in this situation. Maybe only 4, because we should be getting a dragon, a mech, undead, and an elemental or beast. I really should have tried to figure out where to put the sunfish, I think it is, which is a lower cost beast, but I didn't really have any additional room. Oh, gotta love. Yeah, I was right. Drawing 5 off of that. You can actually draw 6, which is really nice. I think we might burn a card next turn, but the only card that we don't really want to burn is maybe Countess. That would be bad, but outside of that, we should be fine. Okay, first step of the quest completed. I do think we're still in a better position, especially if they keep hitting our face with those cannonballs. Are they going to be... Well, they actually chose Gorhal. Interesting. Okay, yeah, that's a card that I don't mind burning. Then we can put down Bronze Explorer, get a Divine Shield. Might as well grab Amalgam. I can't normally run it because of the Curator, but Amalgam's actually a pretty good card in this deck in particular. So, it would have served as a way to deal with or interact with all the individual synergy that we have within the deck, but because it's neutral, we can't really use it at all, which is kind of a shame, but Curator is worth the trade-off. Oh, Snowden. That's a card that I've tried to make it work in the past. Oh, speaking of the Countess, I don't think we need her right now, but we can give a bunch of other minions Divine Shield and Rush, because why not? Oh, Goldwing's interesting. We'll put down Goldwing this turn, and then we can put down Amalgam, targeting one of the dragons, because Brasswing in the long run could be really, really nice. I guess the healing dragon might have been a little bit better, but we're still in a really good position, unless they have Brawl. If they have Brawl, speaking of which, speak it into existence, I guess. Okay, what survives here? Oh, the Bronze Explosion. Actually, out of all the cards it could have possibly been, that's one of the better ones. Sure, it isn't the most damage, but it does give us some additional healing. Okay, Time Warden number 2, and then the Drake. Just gonna see if they will use a Brawl number 2, because that'll get us brawling if it happens, I guess. But I guess we just have to... Oh, Rivendare. That's a funny win condition that you're trying to win there with. I don't know why you would be in that deck in particular, but to each their own, I guess. Let's put down the Light Rays, as weird as that sounds, and then we can put down the Curator. Might as well see what we can grab. Anything cool? Fleet Runner's funny, but I think Aggro is technically the best. Not because we have anything to use her spell damage on, but it is a 5/5. Fleet Rider... a card that I wanted to use at some point, and then I keep forgetting it exists. There's Brawl number 2. I guess we knew it was coming. We still have chances of doing something really fun and wacky. Okay, Armored Up doesn't really do much. Let's go face. Let's see what we grab here. It's funny in the long run, but Murzad I think is good for now. Oh! Glug is really nice, especially if they don't have a way to deal with Glug. We can Glug our way to victory. Let's put this at the bottom of the deck, and then down another Divine Shield. We actually probably should have put down the Sea Explorer, but being a little bit greedy today. Oh, Nelly. Nelly's a little bit too late there. Whoa, Nelly, they're going to be in for quite a shock next turn. Okay, let's just kill all this. Now, everything else has Divine Shield, so let's just pop that. Oh, buff that up by a bunch, and go face. Let's see what we can grab. Of course, we're going to get the Moon Catcher. I don't know what you're catching at the bottom of the sea with that, but, you know. And we should be able to win next turn, unless they have a Shield Shatter. That's not a Shield Shatter. But that could maybe predict one? No, it could not. At least not yet. Actually, yes, please, use Shield Shatter. Glug is just going to get bigger and bigger. Oh, look this. They're really going to complete their questline. I mean, it's a turn too late, but if they got a turn earlier, they might have been able to pull this one around. But I think we've hooked this one in, and we probably should actually win next turn. Alright, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts. So, across the 20 games I played with the deck, I had a 50% win rate. However, these games were made before the recent balancing changes, so I figure this deck will be even more powerful, as the deck can be extremely flexible depending on what the matchup actually is. You'll either win quite quickly with a bunch of really cheap buff up minions, or you will have a bunch of ways to get late game threats in order to overwhelm your opponent that way, such as generating a random Kazakhstan off of things like Flight of the Bronze or Bronze Explorer. And who doesn't like drawing 6 off of one card, aka the Purator? Turns out a lot of dual class minions can be really abused with this card and thus allow you to have an even easier time to win out the game. And because I had so much fun with the deck, it's an easy deck for me to recommend you all try out, especially if you've been wanting to use the Purator since he came out with the Return to Naxxramas mini set. With that all being said, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.